The Wild Robot, the brand new film coming out of DreamWorks Animation, and this is an interesting one because when the trailers came out, everyone went, "Holy crap, this looks good." Then it entered into some film festivals, including TIFF and like the Venice Film Festival, and everyone went, "Holy crap, this is good." This might be not just the best anime film of the year, but the best film period of the year. So when that happens, everyone, of course, everybody's like, okay, let's see how this goes. Let's see what this movie is. So I just came back seeing the film, and what I will say is that it's a pretty well done film. Do I think it's best of the year? Probably not. I don't think I yet have a best movie of the year movie for me yet, but it's pretty well done. Yeah, it's a really emotional story. I mean, if you want to ask me what is it, you know, if I want to be that person who says, well, technically, it's just a rip off of this, it's basically just DreamWorks' Wally. Because it's still with Robot, and it becomes a bit of a silent film ish for like the first 30 minutes of the film, with the robot. Why? Because essentially the plot is that there's a robot that crashes onto Earth, and they wake up, and they're just surrounding and walking around this forest, and their programming is to help. You know, can I have any assistance? Can you set me a task? Can you? And all these animals are like, what the fuck are you? Like, what the hell are you? Can you please back away? Back away. You're weird. I don't know who you are. Can you get away? And while that's happening, while we have like 15 minutes of her doing that, she accidentally sits on a family of goose, including the mother, but one egg survives. And because of that, this robot wants to take care of this baby goose from the family that she accidentally murdered, um, and treat her like a child of her own. And what happens at the beginning, it's like, well, it's part of her programming. So she's like, well, you're a goose, and all you need to do, because there's a single hyphenation, and you don't do well in the winter, so I need to teach you when you are a full ass adult, at least teenager wise. I need to make sure you are able to eat, you're able to swim pretty good, and you need to able to fly very well. And what happens is you got the programming in her kind of mushing and all, in there, turning into actual emotions. So you have a robot loving, you got a robot, caring for this goose and caring for, it basically, she becomes human, pretty much. Have all those human emotions in there, and the careness and the relationship that essentially you have between mother and son, and even though the situation is very high, the reason these guys are together in a very high level environment is insane, and don't worry, the coach will find out, and we'll backtrack and just go, fuck you, mom, we for murdering my actual parents, but there's emotion, and you by the end of it, even though I won't lie, like the decision of, hey, you just saved me, but I'm going to go back anyway. For me, it'll be easier if we went halfway and basically had the final goodbye during that big action sequence in the third act, then do that. You know what I mean? Then just having cycle repeat. So that I thought the third act was a little bit redundant, where it's like, we saved you, no, thank you for saving me, but I want to go back. I just found that a bit odd, but yeah, I mean, this movie is, it's the ugly duckling story. It's a story about fitting in, or working class, or how we're not, or don't be normal, and what is normal, and all those tales and stories that you tell, that children, um, that get tell in these family films. I will say this, like me who walked into a fine screening of this film, and there was a good chunk of parents with their kids. I will say this: this is a movie that the adults were more engaged with the film than the kids were. This is basically, as I said, Wally. I'm curious. Does a 6-year-old really find Wally engaging? Show them Incredibles, that'll be great. Show them Toy Story, they'll be engaged. Show them Shrek and How to Train Your Dragon, they'll be engaged. But when it comes to this movie, which kind of acts like a drama more than anything else. This is not an action driven. There's action in it, but it's not an action driven story. It's more of a full-on drama. This is like how you can do a family drama in animation, dealing with robots and animals and talking animals and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I liked it. I enjoyed the film. Do I think it's the best movie of the year? No, but it's a thumbs up for me.